Christine Lagarde, the French finance minister, is getting official U.S. support for the top job at the IMF, getting that endorsement from Treasury Secretary Tim Geithner. Let me get to Peter Cook for this breaking news on this. So she has gotten the official endorsement from the U.S., Peter.
That's right. We've been waiting about a month and a half for this final word, this official word from the United States backing Christine Lagarde. Betty, it means there should be no doubt that when the IMF board meets today, Christine Lagarde will indeed replace Dominique Strauss-Kahn as the next head of the IMF, maintaining the tradition of a European in charge of this international institution, that controversial tradition. Now, the IMF's board set to vote later today. The U.S. has 17% of the voting shares. And again, given the previous backing for Lagarde by European nations, by other countries around the world, this will put her over the top. The official word coming from the Treasury Department in a statement at this hour from the Secretary, and in that statement, he says, among other things, Minister Lagarde's exceptional talent and broad experience will provide invaluable leadership for this indispensable institution at a critical time for the global economy. Goes on to say they're encouraged by the broad support she secured among the fund's membership, including emerging economies. And that is the only drama remaining here, Betty, is what will the emerging economies do with the vote today? Could we see perhaps a split vote, or will there be a consensus? Will she get this by acclamation? If there's a split vote, it suggests that Christine Lagarde has some work to do to shore up support. There will be lingering questions again about why a European continues to run this important institution. We'll be watching very closely to see what happens later on today. We could get the final word this afternoon. And Betty, of course, no honeymoon here. She steps right into the European debt crisis situation. She's going to have to pivot from her role as French finance minister to now a more independent role, raising tough questions of the Europeans about how things shake out going forward.
Right, straight into what's going on in Greece. Thank you very much, Peter. Peter Cook.